Joining me right now, Democratic strategist Kevin Walling and American Majority CEO Ned Ryan. Ned, your reaction to what you've heard thus far from Mr. Strzok?
I'm being asked to suspend my disbelief and believe that somehow Peter Strzok is pure as driven snow. He's a super patriot who was a voice of the American people that showed no political bias at all in his text. And I have to tell you, Trish, having been in D.C. nearly 20 years, I view with utter contempt and disdain the previous senior leadership in the previous FBI administration, whether it's James Comey, whether it's Andrew McCabe, whether it's Peter Strzok, whether it's Lisa Page, because I think they let it become political, and I think they lost sight of something extremely important for the American people. They lost sight of equal justice under the law. I do not believe him. I don't believe what he's saying. I believe he was absolutely biased. And the most important thing that's taking place here, Trish, and I'm very grateful that this is in an open setting under oath, the American people deserve transparency and accountability. And if they cannot get it through congressional hearings, and if Rosenstein and other people at the DOJ and the FBI refuse to give Congress, which has oversight of the DOJ and the FBI, what they want, Donald Trump, through an executive order, should call for radical transparency, that everything should be declassified, no redactions, so that the American people can fully understand what is taking place, because you cannot restore trust in the DOJ and the FBI unless there is a lot more transparency. And quite frankly, with today's hearings, I'm not sure we're going to get to that point.
Kevin?
Sure, Trish. Well, I couldn't agree with Ned more. I think we need more transparency in all this. That's why you're seeing the House Democratic Caucus on those two committees push for the transcripts of that 11-hour conversation with Peter Strzok to be made public. It's not the Democrats' role to defend Peter Strzok. He's doing an amicable job of that over the next five hours.
Do you believe him?
Are going to come.
Let me ask you this.
Absolutely, I believe
so you believe
him
when he says, I'm not biased at all?
Trish,
that text, didn't mean anything?
More importantly, I believe the independent IG report that was a year and a half in the making of professional Department of Justice people, Republicans, in fact, leading that charge, that investigated this and cleared that of any political bias.
You know what,
what's the expression? I got that and something I can say.
A year and a half, 500 pages.
Wait, what is it, Ned?
Independent.
If you're willing to believe there's no bias in this, I have oceanfront property in Kansas I'd love to sell you.
Thank you. That was it.
It's going to be underwater. It's going to be underwater pretty soon with climate change.
I mean, look, Kevin, I think you're being a little naive. Sure. I mean, I think it's very clear how a lot of people felt about this president when he was running for office, and a lot of people in D.C. felt that way, and a lot of people at the FBI felt that way, and we know that because the texts exist. So for him to get up there and say, no bias, and for you to defend that, I'm just saying, are you really that naive?
Trish, here's all I'm going to say. It's not my job to defend Peter Strzok. Like I said, he's doing that amicably himself in this hearing. I think what he said in one of the most revealing parts of his testimony today was that he knew things as part of this investigation in the fall before the election campaign that would have sunk the Trump campaign, i.e. Papadopoulos, i.e. all these unfortunate conversations that took place before the election. He didn't go to the press. He didn't release that information. He did his job.
I heard that as a defense, and I thought, well, this is just
pathetic.
To do his job. So he basically gets a bunch of gossip, right? That's
it's not gossip. He was leading the investigation.
Oh, you remember the whole report that kicked all this stuff off, Ned, was financed by the Clinton campaign.
That's right.
And that's what the FBI is using, and they're so proud of the fact that they didn't put that out there to reporters. I mean, that's the defense they've got, Ned?
No, again, I would remind people that we go back to where this all originated, the Trump-Russia collusion fairy tale hoax. Was started by rumor, innuendo, fake dossiers funded by the Democrats, filled with Russian misinformation.
Goodness. Again, that oceanfront property is looking darn good.
Over 100 people have been indicted, Trish. Over 100. Where's Paul Manafort?
You know what? If there was actual collusion after 2 years of investigation, tell me again, give me proof of collusion. All we have are process crimes of Flynn and Papadopoulos. There is nothing showing any collusion. And I will say this, the common sense test, after 2 years, do you think John Brennan and James Clapper and James Comey, if they had evidence, it would have been leaked to a very compliant press already? I will say this, the last thing, though, it does, you know what?
All right, last word to Ned, and then I got to run.
All we want, the American people are filled with common sense. They can see bias, and they understand bias when they see it.
And they can see it in the House leadership,
court of public opinion, and they see it
in this hearing. They see it in this hearing from the Republicans.
This is a spirited discussion. Anyway, Kevin, I do think you're being a little bit naive. Ned,
really?
Kevin, good to see. I do.
I think we all are.